So when we moved here, I mean, we were kind of looking for that, like, how can we really connect our family to the land, to our food sources, to be able to get back to even, you know, what my great-grandparents were really involved in and what they knew and what I wish that had been passed down to me.
We are Scott and Carrie Kokoska of Hoshiana Hill here in South Bend, Indiana. And I am an engineer with Whirlpool. We're a very small farm. We only right now have 4 head of cattle, and we're looking at maybe 20, 30 chickens right now, a few horses and ducks. We purchased this farm from a farmer who received it from Gene and Mary Myers that had owned, their family had owned this going back to the 1870s with their family, and they didn't have anyone to pass it on to. So they passed on to the farmer that farmed all the land around here, and we ended up getting this section from that farmer. When we purchased the land, it had the easement from Woodland Lakes on it.
The mission of Woodlands Lake is actually pretty simple. It's to preserve farms and farmlands. If we want to preserve agriculture in the future in our communities, one of the basic assets is farmland.
I think as an organization that there is a lot of history that not only you're entering whatever age you have with your farm, entering into that trust. You're entering an organization that has a lot of collective knowledge from the farms around, and you're joining that heritage as well, and been able to learn from other farms. The Woodland Lakes is able to provide resources from other farms to be able to help you.
We've had lots of conversations about vibrant community and what that means to be a vibrant community. We are experiencing more focus on quality of life.
So when we moved here, I mean, we were kind of looking for that, like, how can we really connect our family to the land, to our food sources. We wanted our kids to understand, like, you don't go to the grocery store and just get something. Like, how does this come about? And tried to figure out what the soil needed, and I'm all starting from scratch. Like, we don't know anything. We still don't know very much.
We still make rookie mistakes all the time.
But it's fun for us to be able to get back to even, you know, what my grandparents, my great-grandparents more so, were really involved in, and what they knew and what I wish that had been passed down to me.
Yeah. Learning those hard lessons of how to maintain property and how to have sustainable soil and how to have wildlife and livestock that are able to thrive is a lot different from a feedstock animal, or, you know, being able to have people that can experience that. This area in particular has a very rich tradition of farming, and if the city limits grow, or if other circumstances change, then this heritage would be lost, and it would really be a loss to greater society to be able to lose this farm history, to be able to have a sustainable cycle of what's good for the land, what's good for the livestock is so good for people as well as the land. It's really good to be able to have that connection, and the farther we remove that from society, it not only hurts the groundwater, the soil, but also people's experience and their understanding of what this creation is.